Most people don't need more motivation, they need better self-talk. The conversation happening in your head right now, the one you've been having with yourself for years, it's either building your discipline or slowly diminishing it. And most men never stop to examine which one they're doing. The problem: negative internal dialogue doesn't sound dramatic. It doesn't announce itself. It sounds very logical. For example, I didn't sleep well. I shouldn't train today. I've worked so hard. I deserve a break. I'll start fresh Monday. These don't feel like excuses, but that is what makes them dangerous. Your mind is either leading you or lying to you. And when it lies to you, it uses your own voice. It uses your logic. Overthinking always equals part of the problem. Thinking is not the same as being productive. It often just delays you from being productive. For example, spending 20 minutes deciding to go to the gym instead of just going. What's really happening? You're giving resistance time to build its case. And resistance is a very good lawyer. It will always find a reason. The shift there, the most important shift that you have to think about is the problem isn't negative thoughts, because we all have them. Everyone has negative thoughts. The real problem here is treating your thoughts like facts. Let's just try to reframe that really quick. Thoughts are suggestions. You choose which ones to act on. The truth is, self-talk isn't just reflection, it shapes reality. Backed by, of course, behavior, science, and scripture. The chain goes like this. Your thoughts equals beliefs, beliefs equals identity, identity equals behavior automatically. This connects to week 5, identity work. This is upstream cause. Before changing identity, you must change your internal narrative. Practical example, your thought comes in, your thought is, I'm tired. Brain treats it as an instruction. Start scanning for proof. Then it finds it. Body feels heavier. Couch feels better. Workouts feel optional. Let's try to reframe this. Now, the new thought should be, I still move, because you're not lying, you're not pretending. This is actually what is going on. What it actually is, you're redirecting your thought. A conscious response. This isn't denial. This is discipline at the thought level. Now, I'm going to give you an example of a language shift. I have to train. It creates resistance, feels forced. I get to train creates gratitude, agency, ownership. Deeper principle that I'm going to tell you guys. Your emotional state matters. The state you enter a workout in matters. It affects the quality of the workout and the results that you get. This is the chain. Language equals your state equals performance. The shift. This is practical. It's not just something to agree with. You need to use this, not just hear it out. I'm going to show you guys reframe number 1. Replace I have to with I get to. Very simple. Example, I get to train. I get to eat to build my physique. I get to do work that most people don't do or don't get to do. The clarification, not narrative positivity. This is truth. The perspective, well, some men physically can't train. Really, there's a lot of people out there in wheelchairs, disabilities, and they can't train. Some would trade places with you instantly just to be able to train and go to the gym and take care of their health and their body. So think about that. Be grateful. Let's move on to the reframe number 2. Let's replace I'm tired with I still move. Why? Because you're not denying fatigue. You're rejecting the idea of tired equals stop. And I'm going to show you guys some practical applications here on this one. Just adjust if needed, of course. Lower weights, less volume, shorter sessions. Non-negotiables, you still show up. The habits stay intact. The identity stays intact. Now let's look at the frame number 3. Let's replace I don't feel like it with I do it anyways. The key idea here is feelings are temporary. They come and they go. What stays? The schedule, the commitment. You don't negotiate with temporary feelings. You redirect them. This isn't about being robotic, suppressing emotions. It's about understanding your thoughts and understanding who you are. You choose your responses. A discipline lives in the gap between the thought and the action. This is what controlled thinking looks like from the outside. It doesn't look intense. It doesn't look like someone who's fired up and charging through walls. It looks like a man who has made a decision earlier in the day, before his body got tired, before life got loud. And it's simply honoring that decision now. The training happens not because of a speech, not because of a song that hit right, because it was decided, and he is a man who keeps his decisions. The focus happens, the discipline happens, not handled before the external movement arrives. That's what Romans 12:2 is pointing at. The renewing of the mind, not renewing your circumstances, not renewing your program or your plan, your mind. Because if your mind is transformed, everything downstreams follows. Behavior changes, identity changes, life changes. It starts in the thought. Win the conversation in your head, and everything else will follow. Not the conversation with your coach, not the conversation with your significant other, the one inside, the one that's been running on autopilot your whole life. This week, I want you to catch yourself in one moment, in one thought, when you're about to give up or not do what you're supposed to be doing or what you tell yourself that you want to do. Just one moment. Reflect on it. Then post it on my comments. Drop a comment what thoughts you're replacing this week. I'll be reading. See you guys Wednesday.